Oh, I got it on film. I got it on. I'll pause it for a minute.
Alright guys, had to leave work early today. I'm going back in tonight, so that gives me a little time to play around with this three-wheeler. Had a few setbacks. I have a broken bolt inside the case that holds the pull starter on, so that sucks. But I'm going to try and get that out. Y'all probably won't see much of that. After I do that, I got to put the chain on, new carburetor because I bent the needle. It wants to hang open and idle high. So basically, I just want to get it all together so we can ride this thing, man. I know y'all want to see my big self ride it. We'll get after it. I'm gonna try and use one of these little thread in inserts. I really don't know if I got enough meat on the bone there, but I'm gonna try it. Otherwise, I only have 2 bolts holding my pull rope in, and it's pretty flimsy. So. Y'all wish me luck, please. I mean, it's not like that I just ruined the case and have to swap everything over to a new engine or get a new engine. We'll hope for the best. I'm gonna kind of mark my depth. Maybe it'll work.
Take me to a better place where love's something else. Though it's wrong, running high. Am I the only one left now? Aren't you tired of always being around? Like you're stuck everywhere. You keep it to yourself and your innocence. The only thing that's left for me. It's not that I want more, I only need it. I can't believe it, you fell on me. Did I cut you out by letting you leave? Maybe a little too much drama in your dreams. So I lost you again.
Got lucky. I hope that holds. Alright guys, here it is. Looky here. Trying to get to it. Foot pegs in the way. Right there, you see that? Sure am hoping that holds for the cover. We'll see. Now I'm gonna get the chain put on and get the cover put on. I have to rebuild the pull start. One of the dogs fell out, or that's what I'm calling it. I think, I can't remember the actual name of them. But one of them fell out and I was already missing one. I was relying on 2 to start it, so now I have a 3rd one. Found a new old stock Honda part, which was pretty cool. You see, yeah, right here. Need a part number. But anyways, I'm gonna put that back together and then get back to work on this. It's chain time. Put it on 15 different ways and I cannot figure out how to get it on without half link. I've taken a link out, I've lengthened it. Now I'm gonna have a master link and a half link. So don't really care for that, but it is what it is. It's what we gotta do to get it running. So. My chain was literally like an 1/8 inch, maybe a 1/16 off. Like if it was to stretch any at all, I could take this half link out. Maybe there might be something I do in the future because I know it's so close, but I just can't get it with the adjustment. I don't know why. I don't know if you can see this. Alright, so this little guy is what fell out, and that's what I got, a new old stock dog from somebody. But you can see when I pull it, you see that one tooth right here where my index finger's at come out? That's actually what grabs the cage right on the flywheel and spins the motor, gives you spark, boom, got fire. But I only got one dog and I need 3. This is what a lot of people need to see about the CDI. I mean, it's literally a bolt on and go. There's no timing, there's no nothing. Just bolt on and go. I would compare this to like Holley EFI for LS. That's what we're doing here. Making it so bad to the bone and simple. Minus the being able to tune it real good. You still got to tune a carburetor. It's not fuel injection. store. Need some metric hardware that I don't have. It's got to be a little screwed. It's got to have a pan head. A regular bolt won't fit in there. I just got a couple bolts. I actually got a couple, 2 or 3 different sizes. Gonna see whatever works, you know. Try and make it look pretty too. This thing has got every new nut and bolt on it, and I hate to put old stuff on it. I'm to that point where it's beyond no return, I guess. It was just supposed to be a quick deal, and it's not. Imagine that, right? At least that's what I told my wife. See y'all when I get home. The old big block. Walking back into the shop. Man, I just wish y'all could see this plastic in person. It's the white carbon fiber. It's bad to the bone. And then this tank, I sprayed it like a Toyota Pearl. I can't remember. Man, it looks good. I'm ready to see it all back together. I was missing 2 of these little dogs right here is what I'm calling. So you put these in here and you orientate them like this where they're out. Oh, can you see that good? Yeah. All right. So then you have this little spring right here that has a little notch in it, and this cover plate has 2 notches, 1 and 2. And if you look at it, it fits the dogs perfect in 1 notch. But that wouldn't do you any good because it doesn't give you any spring back. So what you have to do is orientate this down with this spring and catch that spring and rotate it back like that. I cannot believe I got that on the first time. That is normally not how that works, I promise you. Hey, looky there. All right. Now you can see how it works. Pretty cool. Now we just gotta hope they stay in there. You can see I bolted this back onto the flywheel, and you can see these notches. Them notches catch the dogs like that. I'm calling them dogs. They could be wrong. I don't know what their actual term is. But anyways, catches the groove, and that's what spins the engine over. Now, check this out. Bam, she's working. And I wish I could show y'all this, but this needle somehow got bent, and I just think I ain't gonna deal with it. I'm gonna put a new one on it, call it a day. A new carburetor for these things are like 15 bucks. A lot of people say they don't run worth of crap and the air filters ain't good, yada yada, but I'm tightwad. I'm gonna try it. And yes, I know I could probably get a needle in a seat. I mean, as cheap as these things are, it's not worth even messing with, I promise. If you say that, you hadn't been into very many little carburetors before. All right, time for the new carburetor. Got this kit of clamps. I hate these clamps, but I think they look better, and I'm gonna use them on this. That's all I can say. They're not in the way as much is a big thing. Big reason I'm wanting to use them. Check that out, guys. I think it looks pretty neat. I sure know one thing, I'm gonna smell like gas. Does anybody else get antsy? I'm ready to see it. had y'all tricked the whole time. This fender's just chilling up here. I got to get it mounted. The full send kit has these real nice, like billet aluminum spacers. They fit right on the bottom of this triple tree. I just got to mark a couple holes, put them in, and be done. Cool. She's mounted.
Starting. Sounding good. Oh, I got it on film. I got it on. I'll pause it for a minute. You've been riding it all around, and you do that, so. I seen it popping up a while ago, but.
Man, this thing has been so much fun. Such a cool little build. It's kept me busy and really made me feel like a kid again. I'm sure you'll see more of this thing on the channel at some point. So I'm out here. See a little glimpse of what I might have on the channel later on. This is a Mustang I bought from Copart. It's a LS swap deal, Holly EFI, Terminator X, eBay turbo. Pretty cool little deal, man. And then this is what the big block's for in the shop. 68 C10. Might play with that some too. Pretty excited to maybe finish one of these on the channel, let y'all see what I'm doing.